The government of Japan's unwillingness to offer a formal and unequivocal apology to the women forced to be sexual slaves in World War II stands in stark contrast to its role in the world today. Japan is a proud world leader and a valued ally of the United States, making its unwillingness to honestly account for its past all the more perplexing. Japan's refusal to make an official government apology to the women who suffered as so-called comfort women is disturbing to all of us who value this relationship. Our resolution calls on the government of Japan to officially acknowledge and apologize for the appalling acts that Imperial Japan committed against the comfort women. But most importantly, it speaks out for the victims of this monstrous act, who were terrorized and brutalized by men at war. It gives voice to these courageous women whom others have tried to silence through shame, bigotry, and threats of further violence. It is appropriate that this House stand up for these women who ask only that the truth be honored.
The story told by Koreans about the comfort women is not based on the fact.
Do you want to be fight each other, Korean people and the Japanese people in the United States?
Comfort ladies are nothing more than prostitutes or professional camp followers.
Whether they were considered prostitutes at the time or were forced, to me is a moot argument, because there's no such thing as a willing 14-year-old prostitute.
If there were 200,000 sex slaves, why that story had been hidden for 50 years?
How about the fact that they didn't want to go out into the world while they were still young and announce to everyone that, hey, by the way, I was raped by hundreds of soldiers.
One of the speakers said, oh, we never heard about it. No, you never heard about it, because the Japanese government chose not to teach its people the reality and the truth of what that imperial army did in the Second World War.
Today and for the future, we're standing here side by side with Grandma Lee, Halmani Lee, and many leaders from our united Chinese, Korean, Filipino, Japanese, women's faith-based communities as well.
The comfort women began to break their silence. And in the early 90s, the breaking of that silence and the awareness of what rape does during wartime made the international community and the UN actually declare that rape during wartime was a crime against humanity.
Yes. And we spoke at the unveiling of the Comfort Woman statue in Glendale, California. And I want to say right now that there was absolutely no example or no incident of harassment of our community, no experience of bullying of Japanese American children by Koreans in Los Angeles.
My name is Miho Lee, and I'm coordinator for the Comfort Women Justice Coalition. And I'm here to witness this historical moment where the San Francisco Board of Supervisors will be voting in the proposed resolution to urge the city to erect a memorial for comfort women. In my understanding, opposition is quite diverse, but really spearheaded by the Japanese government, or specifically the Abe administration and the supporters of the Abe regime.
죄는 뵙지만 사람을 뵙지 않다는 것은 분명히 얘기합니다. 저는 우리 후손을 생각해서 우리는 올바른 역사를 가르치고 올바른 교육을 가르쳐야 된다고 생각합니다.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ma. I think the first thing I'd like to convey is that the comfort women's stories generally propagated in this country are totally false. They are not true. For example, 200,000 people, that was not true. And sex slaves, that is not true.
I do want to address some of the members of the audience that came here, though, and spoke to deny what happened. And I say this with a great deal of love and respect, but shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you for denying what happened, and shame on you for the personal attacks on this woman, Grandma Lee, who had the courage to fly from another side of the world to come here to speak her truth. You know, it is amazing. And by the way, I hope that the Japanese government is not behind some of these denials. I give credit to this government. I hope that they're not involved, because if they are, it's a double offense. It adds insult to injury.
And I wanted to say that I feel extremely empowered by the presence of Grandma Lee and so many people in solidarity from other cities that are here. I feel empowered by a new coalition that the Rape of Nanjing Redress Coalition and others have built beyond just the Chinese community. I feel empowered as a father of a 15-year-old daughter with hope for the future.